Last night, like many Americans, I decided to sit down and watch the presidential debates between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, round one. I took notes on it throughout the entire event. It started off with serious, this is what their campaign is saying notes, but then later came down to just me making fun of them. And so, yeah, let's read them. Okay, 9 o'clock, it's starting. 9:05. Okay, now it's starting. Yeah, this is when they actually came out of the debate stage to the podium. For the record, if you're watching along, 9:05 is probably your best guess for when the debate started. So that's pretty much 0:00 in this case. Also, for those who do not know how the debate works, some guy asks a question like, "What is your middle name?" Both of them take turns answering for like 2 minutes. Then they spend 15 minutes arguing. So let's continue with the notes. Number 6. Is it just me or did Trump look like he was asleep? Seriously, watch that early debate. Didn't it look like that? Was it just me, or did he just get tired? Was he like, oh God, just stayed up all last night doing nothing. Oh. It's the orange, man. It makes you tired. 9:08. Hillary is for raising the minimum wage. I discussed before why raising the minimum wage is a bad idea and how it will just cause inflation and all that other stuff. So I'm against that by default. 9:09. I will give Hillary this. I do agree with most of what she said to create jobs. However, I don't know how a rich tax will create jobs. Seriously, how will it? I mean, will it just cause more welfare? I mean, welfare isn't a job. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not against the idea of welfare if you actually need it. I'm just saying there's a difference between creating more welfare and creating a job. 9/11. Trump says Reagan created jobs. Outright lie. 9/12. Hillary does not know why trickle-down economics failed. It does fail, but not for the reason she said. For those who do not know, trickle-down economics is the idea that you cut taxes on the rich. Trump is cutting taxes on everybody, therefore not making it trickle-down economics. Looks like I have a gun in my head. 9:16. Hillary does not mention Iraq when talking about the crash of 2008. I mentioned this because, Iraq was one of the main reasons we were in debt and so vulnerable in 2008. I mean, I don't blame her. It's kind of the stain that she voted for. I mean, maybe you just give her a bad rep in the Hillary supporting community. She deserves it, by the way. 9:18. Now Trump is lying about what he said about climate change. For those who do not know, early in his campaign he was like, climate change was created by the Mexicans and the Chinese. Now he's saying, I never said that. I mean, look, there are actually 2 Donald Trumps, okay? The one that's running around is like, ha 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 ha, climate change was created by Mexico and China, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna ruin Trump's campaign, ha 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 ha, I'm winning the election, oh yeah, oh yes, yes. Now he's all like, then there's the other Donald Trump that's all like, wah, climate change. It's real, man. It's scary. Oh God. Oh God. 9:20. Trump is clearly the type of person who wants to help people use capitalism, as seen with his job plan. I like that. I like the idea that more people can be entrepreneurs and use capitalism to their advantage and not rig the game with socialism. Do not get me wrong. I support some socialism, just not, we should become communist. Screw you. 9:22. That's just your opinion. Hillary is now acting like a moron. Nothing much to say. 9:23. Can Hillary not act like Bush did when Carmen protested Iraq because Bush was at George's workplace? Thumbs up if you get that reference. Come on, you gotta get it. You're awesome. 926. Hillary is still talking about how we should tax the rich, never explaining the how in that part. Seriously, yeah, Hillary, how will you tax the rich? Will you re-regulate the banking systems? Okay, what about the offshore bank accounts? Will you tax those? Will you close all tax loopholes? I hope you do. I'm just asking, how will you? You haven't explained that yet. And we're dangerously close to electing you. 9:30. I love how non-civil Trump is. I think this was either during Hillary's 2 minutes or near the end of a debate session where the moderator was like, okay, keep it down, we need to stop. You know, it was really just fun to watch to see Trump be like, yeah, well, screw you, I'm Trump. It was just so much fun to watch. And I feel like this was just a warm-up, too. I hope the next 2 elections are filled with even more entertaining Trump. Because Donald Trump is entertaining. 9:33. Trump really needs to stop making excuses to not release his tax returns. As John Oliver already pointed out, his excuse, well, I'm being audited, doesn't work. 9:40. Trump really does want to pay back debt, or at least fix what we are using what we went into debt for. There's a lot of what's in that sentence. Again, full support. 9:42. Hillary does know that many successful people have filed for bankruptcy, like Walt Disney and Harrison Ford, right? This was when she was talking about, you know, Trump's 6 bankruptcies, and I'm just thinking, what about all the successful people who have filed for bankruptcies? Don't you mention them! That proves me wrong! I don't like being proven wrong. 9:45. Race does not mean anything anymore. This was when they were talking about racial issues. If you say otherwise, trailer parks and Ben Carson. That is all. I think that's a really good refutal to that argument. 9:47. Also, Hillary, police are not just shooting black people, they are shooting poor people. Okay, again, nothing much to say there. 9:50. So now Trump is pro-gun control, mainly in Chicago. Well, Trump's gun control idea seems to be just people who are on the no-fly list should be on the no-gun list. There shouldn't be a no-fly list. If you're a criminal, you should be in the no, I'm not being in jail list. Well, you're in jail. I think that's how I said it best. Also, Chicago has some of the strictest gun control of all time. That's why their mass shootings are so up. You know, just using my brain. 9:54. I do agree with Hillary on most of what she said about crime, the only exception being gun control. 9:56. Trump seems to want very limited gun control. Hillary seems to want much more when it comes to gun control. As I pointed out in the video on the Scholastic article, Hillary's talked about, you know, banning assault rifles, which is not an argument, which is not a good idea in the slightest. You know, the best idea is, like, some restrictions I understand if you're, say, a criminal. However, I do not believe we should ban any type of gun. I think all guns should be purchasable at any time by people who have not yet shown that they can't have guns. 9:56. Trump, wait, no, I already read that. 10 o'clock. Hillary just said she was preparing for the debates. Well, it must be easy when you're just saying what other people want to hear. I mean, imagine her bearing the debates. Okay, what did the polls say now? I can't do a Hillary voice. Okay, what did the polls say now? Okay, that's what the polls say. Yeah, I'm fine. Also, I'm surprised with how little seizures Hillary was having in this. You know, I was expecting there to be so many more than there were. You disappointed me, Hillary. Don't disappoint me ever again. 9:04. Hillary. Trump has acted racist in 1973. Me. Should we remind you of your Super Predators quote from 1998? 10:08. Was there one person who didn't think Hillary was going to blame Russia for the cyber attack? Now, do not get me wrong. I'm not saying it's impossible it was Russia. I'm just saying her willingness to say, it's all Russia's fault, is kind of disturbing. 10:10. So Hillary is going to worry more about the information getting leaked and not mention what the information is. 10-11, I love Trump saying it might not be Russians causing the cyber attack, and he mentions the information. This is why I think Trump won the debate. He was smarter. And I think that if he was given, more time in the next two debates, he'll definitely win. I predicted that right now. Okay. 10-16. Hillary also doesn't seem to know that we invaded Iraq. She was talking about how... I forget this quote exactly, but it was something about how we had permission from the Iraq government or something, which no, we didn't. We invaded them. The Iraq government, when we invaded, was Saddam Hussein, who didn't really want us there. 9-20. Trump seems to just want NATO to change, not for the U.S. to leave NATO completely. Again, I'm not the guy to talk to about NATO. I'm not all that familiar with it. However, I do like Trump's position of, okay, we need to fix this, and not, let's leave NATO completely, or Hillary's, NATO is the best thing ever, now where's my paycheck mentality? Okay, this is the last half page. 10-22. Even if Trump did support Iraq for a little while, at least unlike Hillary, he didn't vote for it. Also, I looked at the clip of Trump saying he supported Iraq, and he literally said, I supported, I guess. It's obvious he didn't really care about that much, wasn't educated about it, or didn't even know much about it. Assuming he didn't only support it to keep support from annoying patriots who said, well, maybe if you like Iraq so much, you should go over there so we can bomb you. We need to show Saddam who bin Laden who's boss. Okay. 9-26. Hillary is going against Trump for pretty much saying we can have if we can have nukes, then so can everyone else. I don't even get why. Okay, there's a little smudge on there. I don't even get why Hillary's so against, everyone else having nukes. Don't we have nukes? Didn't we drop atomic bombs in the past? When you split an atom and it causes a giant explosion that killed, thousands of people? Actually, it was probably closer to millions. Oh my god, my hair's a mess. 10:32. Hillary. He has no plan. Me. At least it's better than your vague plan. I think I need my sunglasses. I wish I had sunglasses to put on at that moment. I think that would have made that second just so much better. If I just had sunglasses. 10:33. Hey, both of you, I'll give you a way to defeat ISIS. Stop funding them. I think that's a good argument. As the DNC leaks prove, we have been funding ISIS. I could even make a full video on the history of ISIS if you guys want. 10:36. He has insulted women. Referring to Trump, that's Hillary saying it. Me. He has also insulted tons of men. Plus, there is a difference between insulting a woman and insulting women. Seriously, every statement I've heard about Trump being sexist has come down to, he said mean things about this one lady over there. As opposed to the hundreds of harsh things he said about men, and the fact that it was a woman who helped build Trump Tower. No, those don't exist. No. 10:38. If Hillary supported our democracy, then why were the primaries rigged? I think this is a good question, and I wait for Hillary's answer in the next debate. And 9:40. So the debates are over. Insert something interesting here. So overall, I thought the debates were kind of interesting. They were kind of bland for early debates, but hey, hopefully the next ones will be better. Plus, I hear next time it's going to be Mike Pence versus Hillary's running mate. Oh boy, I can't wait to tear into Mike Pence. See you all then. And I guess before then, if you're watching more of me. The point is, I'm Ephrom Joe, and good night.